Alright guys, it's time to talk about the next team coming to the game, the Mystic Raid team, Nightstalkers, whose MVP seems to be Blade, but it's also the first player-created team. Sort of, right? We chose the Karen Page, we chose the Mentor, which is going to be Morbius, we chose the Rework, which was going to be Moon Knight, and we chose Man-Thing over Werewolf by Night. So we definitely had our hands in this. So hopefully, this team's not going to suck. In this blog, we're going to go over the character kits, the reworks, all that kind of stuff, and more. There might be a lot of breaks and edits here because I'm super sick and I don't want to hear sniffing or blowing my nose in the products. So sorry, bear with me on that one. Nightstalkers, crime fighting is a 24-hour job, but some superpowered individuals do their best work when the sun goes down. Like our newest team, the Nightstalkers. The best part about the Nightstalkers is the new squad was shaped through fan votes on our websites by all of you. Yeah, I agree with that. That was a really cool thing to do. I hope they do it again. I hope they do that once a year. The newest Marvel Strike Force character, unique lore for the new MSF character, squad mates shaped by your votes, and lore. The team turned out amazing, so great job everyone. We can't wait to work with you all again in the future on another team. Perfect. Karen Page won fan vote for which character should be turned into a vampire. Karen Page, who adopted the superhero moniker Oath, is joined by the Daywalker himself, Blade, as well as Man-Thing and two upgraded Strike veterans, Moon Knight and Agatha Harkness. Alright guys, so you can see all the data mines confirmed. Oath is the name, Agatha Harkness is the other reworked character, which is cool. She has a pretty decent kit, right? Nightstalkers will specialize in mythic raids, but the team can also terrorize squads like Spider Society and Extreme X-Men in Alliance War as well. So beware the darkened corridors on helicarriers. Review their kits below and prepare to turn out the lights on the enemy team. Blade. During Eric Brooks' birth, his mother was bitten by a vampire, giving him the strengths of a vampire but none of the weaknesses. With superhuman strength, immunity to vampire bites, and the ability to sense supernatural, Eric trained in martial arts and swordsmanship to become the ultimate vampire hunter. He adopted the name Blade and embarked on a relentless mission to rid the world of the undead, even coming face to face with the deadliest vampire of all, Dracula. Blade is a brawler, and along with the powers of vampire, he possesses high damage and health that help him drive a stake through the heart of the enemies. All of Blade's attacks ignore defense up, and apply defense down, making him a great option to cut down teams that rely on defense up. All of Blade's slain enemies stay 6 feet under, as all of his abilities prevent revive. Undying counter? There's a lot of teams that do revives now too. Work his counter. Blade also makes his enemies feel like they're ice skating uphill by reducing enemy speed bar with his basic and ultimate abilities. Okay, the ultimate does too. We knew about the basic. And although Blade doesn't have any raid callouts in his kit, I like that. He helps his Nightstalker allies stay in the fight in raids by granting them drain. Alright, so here we go. Hero, City, so he's City, not Global. Mystic Brawler Vampire Nightstalker with 127 speed. Attack primary target for 200% piercing, reduce speed bar by 10%, repeat this attack once. This attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, and cannot be blocked. The basic awakened, he's got awakened abilities. Hold up. He's not epic or nothing, right? He's not epic, so okay. Whew. As someone who got top 10, I'm hoping he doesn't go like into the vault. Attack primary target for 200% piercing, plus reduce speed bar by 10%. Repeat this attack once. This attack has 20% extra crit damage, ignores defense up, is unavoidable, and cannot be blocked. So we've seen lots of crit damage already. We've seen piercing, so we might be looking at a raider here. But Striker, reducing the speed bar, would seem to be the, automatic winner. I guess I'd wait and see. His ISO attack also reduces speed bar. It'll only do it once though, so we're looking at a total of 30% turn meter rewind. Okay, 30% turn meter rewind is quite a bit. That's a lot. Oh, on the awakened. Okay, just an extra crit again. Special, he could use this turn 1. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 260% piercing. Clear speed up. Apply slow. The stack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. I like how simple it is. When we awaken the ability, it's going to add clear negative effects from all allies and clear all negative effects from himself. Oh, that's a really powerful one. His ultimate, also usable turn 1, so the AI will default to this one. Attack primary for 290% piercing, reduce speed bar 25%, steal 20% health, from target and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 320% piercing, plus reduce speed bar by 25%. Okay, so it attacks primary and then it attacks them again. So the primary will get rewound by 50%. And clear immunity, apply disrupt for 2 turns. Attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. And another awakened ability is then going to add blind. to a primary and adjacents. Wow, that's huge. Okay, these awakened abilities are the new T4s, it seems. And they're only selling them. It's trash. Characters killed by Blade cannot be revived. On successful attack by this character, clear defense up. Okay. And apply defense down to each target, so any of his attacks do it. Nice. At the end of any turn, flip slow and offense down to 2 random Nightstalker allies or self that has slow or offense down. This character's attacks deal an additional 20% piercing to any vampire enemies, so I guess we're getting some vampire enemies. Gain 30% drain. Nightstalker allies gain 30% drain. So who's this? Is Karen Page gonna have a vampire tag? That'll be kind of hilarious. We had those minions in the data mine, so we'll see if it's that. The awakened part. On self or ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now. Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of raiders with him as a striker. Because he'll be doing his rewind here. That's crazy. Okay, so now he's also gonna give crit chance. And all allies gain crit chance too. That's amazing. All right, let me take a little break. That's a really cool kit. So he's going to be doing turn meter rewinds. He's going to be doing assists now. You're going to want vulnerables out there, but he's also going to just do the rewinds on his assist. Blade's kit looks bonkers. And that's not just Nightstalkers, right? It's on self or ally crit. It is not Nightstalker crit. Ooh, this guy's going to be really good plug and play. Ooh, the return of X Factor? Not really. Okay, give me a sec. Leads us to Oath. This is Karen Page, who we voted for. When the sun sets on the streets of New York become even more dangerous, unfortunately, Karen Page found out the hard way. A ceaseless force for justice, Karen Page helped co-found the law offices of Nelson and Murdoch. That's Daredevil, by the way. There she helped the 2 lawyers represent the downtrodden and forgotten in the system before eventually running her own legal clinic to help those in the throes of drug addiction. But while traveling home from work one night, Karen was bitten by a vampire and turned. She was found by Man-Thing, who then contacted Morbius to help Karen come to terms with her vampirism. She adopted the name of Oath and joined Moon Knight, Blade, and Agatha Harkness in the fight against the increasing vampire threat. Wouldn't Blade want to kill her, though? Okay, here we go. Oath is a controller for the Nightstalker team with high damage and focus. Like a true vampire, Oath hits with plenty of bleed, along with heal block, but she hides her fangs in her passive ability at the end of Oath or Nightstalker ally's turn. Okay, she hides her fangs. She attacks the most injured enemy who has exposed, we're gonna have an exposed mechanic, for piercing damage. It reduces the duration of all positive effects. Oh, we got the decay effect. So help get through safeguards. In raids, she's the battery of the team. Supplying Nightstalker allies with ability energy on spawn and on enemy death if the Nightstalker allies don't have. So she does have a vampire tag. I assume Morbius is gonna get this one too added, right? So that'll be like Blade will mess her up. I wonder if she's going to be like straight support controller or like big damage, because there's a lot of interesting stuff in that little explanation there. Her basic. Attack the primary target for piercing, apply bleed and heal block. In raids, apply expose. So it's only in raids she's going to do the expose. But will she do her effect outside so she can get somebody else to do expose? When forced to attack an ally, this character does not apply expose or any negative effects to Nightstalker allies. Okay, cool. This attack cannot be counterattacked or dodged. Not unavoidable. So blinds will stop her, right? And Weaver will. Attack primary target, so this is the ISO, same sort of thing. So it's kind of like Vol, like if you maybe make her a striker so she has additional chance to land this if she has a focus issue. Special, available turn 1. Steal 20% health from the primary target and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block. Apply ability block for 2 turns to primary. Attack primary and adjacent targets, plus apply 2 bleed and heal block. In raids, steal 40% health from the primary target instead. This attack cannot be dodged. So that's how we're going to get through the gladiators, right? On the Mystic node sections. We're just going to health steal with her and Blade until they're dead. Alright, ultimate. Also available turn 1. Attack all enemies for 320. Apply expose. Okay, so she also applies expose here. 2 bleeds and heal block to primary target. In raids instead, apply 3 bleeds, heal block, and trauma to all enemies. This attack gains 20% damage against enemies with safeguard. This attack cannot be blocked, counterattacked, or dodged. Okay. In raids, 3 bleeds, heal block, 20% damage against enemies with safeguard. So maybe we're not getting rid of the safeguard in Gladiator, we're just going to be busting them up. Passive, Vampiric Vow. On spawn, on offense. Okay, so it won't be used against us. Fill speed bar by 5% for self and all allies. Okay. 5% speed bar is, I guess. It's everywhere, so it helps her speed. She was, what, 126, right? 126, and she is Hero City. Okay. On this character or any Nightstalker allies turn end, Attack the most injured enemy with expose for 240% piercing plus reduce the duration. Okay, so we're gonna have expose out there. We're gonna want expose. Maybe this doesn't say in raids only, so we could also pair her with other interesting characters that do expose for something like this, like a Skrull or a Nightcrawler or something like that. In raids, copy and clear 2 negative effects from self and all Nightstalker allies to that exposed enemy. Ooh. In raids, apply regeneration to self and all Nightstalker allies. This is when ally turn ends. She's doing all this. What the hell? In raids, okay. On enemy death, generate 1 ability energy for self and all Nightstalker allies who are not at full energy on start of turn. In raids, fill speed bar by 25% for self and all Nightstalker allies. In raids on spawn, generate 6 ability energy for self and all Nightstalker allies, so you don't really have to worry about energy. And on enemy controller turn, apply safeguard to self and all Nightstalker allies. Wow, she seems decent. She seems fun in raids, for sure. Look at all this stuff she's doing on end of turn in raids. Copy, clearing, applying regeneration. She's generating ability energy. She's filling speed bar on enemy death in raids. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on there. That's really cool. All right, I'm a fan of both. Let's check out Man-Thing. Dr. Ted Cialis, a brilliant biochemist, was working on a secret super soldier serum deep in the Florida Everglades. When a betrayal led to his tragic transformation, fleeing from those who sought to steal his work, Cialis injected himself with the serum and crashed into the swamp, where mystical forces fused him with the environment, turning him into the monstrous Man-Thing. Now a creature of muck vegetation, Man-Thing possesses superhuman strength, regenerative abilities, and the power to burn those who feel fear with his corrosive touch. As the guardian of the nexus of all realities, Man-Thing has clashed with Marvel heroes like Spider-Man and Hulk, becoming a mysterious and fearsome protector of the mystical swamp. Okay, thank God I got through that, because I was saying Cialis on purpose, and I was gonna make so many jokes. And I'm so glad I stopped myself. Okay, anyway. Man-Thing is a towering protector for the Nightstalkers who redirects enemy fire, and while dragging foes down into the muck, he gains taunt on spawn, so he's a pre-taunt, if he has 3 Nightstalkers only on his team, and gains 2 turns of taunt with his ultimate. Man-Thing entangles enemies and prevents them from taking turns by applying slow with each of his attacks, but he also propels his Nightstalker allies by granting them additional speed via his passive ability. If you Daredevil, you don't have to worry about the bleeds applied by Man-Thing's basic, because only those who know fear experience pain at Man-Thing's touch. And as we all know, Daredevil is the man without fear. Daredevil rework confirmed! Let's go! Let's go! Daredevil rework confirmed! Or it's going to be just another flavored call-out like Hawkeye with Quicksilver. We'll see. Alright, so Man-Thing is hero global. We did kind of expect that, right? 120 speed, so he's not super slow. Attack primary target for 280% damage. Apply 1 slow up to maximum of 3. Apply bleeds to any non-Daredevil target. 2 regeneration. Apply defense up to the most injured non-summon Nightstalker ally without defense up. Like that. He does it on his ISO attack as well. So that's pretty cool. But I do still think we're going to want most people putting out vulnerables and Blade eating them up. Special. This could be used turn 1. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 370% damage. If any target has slow, apply stun to that target. What? So we get slow out there at a bunch of them, and then he does that. He's going to stun multiple targets. That's crazy. Apply slow for 2 turns to primary and adjacent targets. Clear all negative effects from self in raids. Clear all negative effects from all Nightstalker allies. Apply defense up to self and all Nightstalker allies. Ultimate, 6 out of 6. Attack all enemies for 400% damage, plus prolong the duration of all negative effects, excluding ability block, stun, and trauma by 1. Apply slow for 2 turns to all enemies. In raids, clear disrupt from self and gain safeguard for 2 turns. Gain 2 turns of taunt, apply defense up for 2 turns to self, and all Nightstalker, clear 2 negative effects. Okay. Besides the AoE stun, not a super crazy kit. Like we've seen apply slow to all enemies on a lot of abilities. I think like even Omega Red's ult does that. It's a very, very powerful kit for sure. Not overwhelming, which makes sense because I think Blades is a little bit overwhelming on the damage front. So I don't think they want us to have like infinite control here, just for future proofing raids. Passive. On spawn, if this character has 3 or more Nightstalker allies, gain taunt and immunity. But he doesn't gain safeguard, at least not yet, unless one of the other people do it. So it's not the Infinity Watch problem yet. On enemy turn end, bury yourself for 10% of this character's max health. What? On enemy turn end, bury yourself. So he's going to be a fortifier, right? Makes sense. He's going to have so much life. He's tanking a lot, taunting, bury yourself. That's great. While this character is above 50% health, this character cannot gain stun. Oh, I like that. While this character drops below 50% health, if this character has taunt, clear taunt for self, gain stealth regeneration, gain 20% speed. Oh no, this is different now. Wait, what? This is a different thing. It's not when he's below, it's a different pinpoint. This is just everywhere. Okay, so if you pair Blade or Oath with Man-Thing, 20% speed is a lot. So what 10% of 127 is 12.7, so it's like 20. Holy shit, Blade is super fast with Man-Thing. This is everywhere? It's not 20% speed bar, it's 20% speed. That is a crazy stat. Okay. This team's gonna be bonkers. They're gonna be so fast. In raids, before this character takes a turn, enemy protected characters cannot gain immunity. Get freaking wrecked, Gladiator on the nodes. No immunity for you. No longer the Infinity Watch problem. You're gonna get bled up, max health drained to death. You're gonna get rocked. Keep your safeguard and your taunt. We're gonna... Okay. Before this character takes a turn, ability block cannot be applied to self or any Nightstalker allies. And that'll deal with the Void Knight on that last node. Alright. Okay, so this is all in raids. This part right here is crazy. This part in all game modes is nuts. So 126 on Oath, and she could do her alt or special, and same with Blade. 127 on Blade, and he could do his alt or special. Turn 1. That's insane. Oh, this team is gonna be deadly. This team is not just a raid team. Yeah, not just a raid team already. All right, let's head on over to these reworks and see what's going on with Moon Knight. All right, Moon Knight, a very, very old character, so he's going to need a huge stat overall, and it looks like he did get it. Health by 250, damage 153. Ooh, his ult is going to smash. Armor 75, focus 339%, and resist 390%. This makes a lot of sense. He's got to be landing this stuff. All those debuffs that he's going to do on his ultimate. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, basic. When forced to attack an ally, this character deals less damage to Shadowline characters. Okay. New. Okay. That's a big change. Special, Night Guardian. In raids, attack cannot be counterattacked. He's going to chain to 6 to 7 instead of 3 to 5, so it's going to hit a lot more people. It's going to do a lot of damage, for sure. Ultimate, Death from Above. If this character has 3 or more Nightstalker allies, this attack clears all positive effects on each enemy. Bonkers. If this character has 3 or more Nightstalker allies, this attack is unavoidable. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, well, they're not showing what it does, but it's basically like a Cloak and Dagger ult, where it's like defense down slow, all kinds of different debuffs thrown at the enemy. Very, very powerful attack. And now, with 3 more Nightstalker allies, unavoidable. I was about to say, like, he's probably going to be the first one subbed off the team for modes like Crucible and all that, looking at it right now. And just kind of imagining what Agatha's kit is going to be like. But we saw, or we've seen, what Lady Deathstrike is right. So with this sort of a damage bump, which is a bigger damage bump than Lady Deathstrike got, chaining to 6 to 7, but also this ult is also available turn 1, and with the team unavoidable, clearing all positive effects on the enemy, he's going to be really good. He's going to be a focal point of the team, I'm pretty sure. All right, his passive, he's going to, oh, he gains 50% damage. Okay, so screw the counterpart, he just gains 50% damage. Okay, I was wondering because he was a lot less damage than Lady Deathstrike, so this number didn't seem super impressive. But you slap 50% on top of that, and now we're talking. All right, Agatha Harkness. Health, 270%. Yeah, she needed that. Damage, 207%. Armor, 180. Focus, 87. Resist, 180. Yeah, that seems about in line. Okay, basic. Call 1 random adjacent Darkhold or Nightstalker. Oh my god, she's going to be calling in Blade. More turn meter rewinds. Or, man, a lot of them have really interesting basics, actually. But probably Blade for turn meter rewind. It's just like a lot, right? Okay, so no change to the special. So the special, if there's a slow on the enemy, she's going to do stun. She's going to hit a bunch of times. She has 200% increased damage, so I expect she's going to smash. The ultimate, bury yourself and all Darkhold allies for 30%. Now she's going to bury Darkhold and Nightstalker allies. The passive, I imagine she's just going to put them under stealth too, right? Yeah. When this character or any Darkhold or Nightstalker ally drops below 30% max health for the first time, do the following. Clear Disrupt on that character. Flip 4 negative effects into positive effects. Apply defense up and stealth to the character. Barrier that character for 30% of this character's max health. Gain 50% focus. Nightstalkers will also gain the focus. And Nightstalkers will also gain the drain. I thought they were trying to move away from this. I thought the whole point of the new character kits was to move away from this kind of stuff. But okay, whatever. Please note this information is blog subject to change before going live in game. I'm not really seeing too much people I would want to sub out on this team for Crucible or War because of what Man-Thing does. Where's Man-Thing's passive? Because of this right here. They're going to be super fast, but maybe you would need... Well, we have a pre-taunt, right? He taunts. Yeah, he taunts. You can get away from him, though. Maybe we would still need like something like Black Knight, like how Black Knight is paired with Orcus right now. This is a super interesting team. This speed, plus Moon Knight now clearing everything, putting debuffs down. We have really interesting stuff from Oath with all the bleeds and the exposed mechanic, how she's going to be just smashing somebody who has exposed. So maybe we'll want to sub someone who also has exposed. Oh, then there's Blade. Blade looks like he can go into a bunch of spots. I wonder if Blade gets subbed out just because he does this for everybody. If you put Blade on like a much more meaningful team and you slap in something like I don't know, like an Odin or a Mephisto with the rest of the Nightstalker team and go from there. But I don't know, Blade is doing so much. He's giving them drain, the crit, oh man, he's doing a lot. I just want to look at their ISO attacks real quick because I want to think about Agatha Harkness. So he is reducing speed bar. Oath is... She was doing something interesting too, right? She applies expose, but that's only in raids. So you wouldn't, you wouldn't make her beside Agatha unless it was in raids, if that expose comes to be like the best thing in the world. And what was Man-Thing? Apply defense up to the most injured. See, that's pretty good too for Agatha. Gain regeneration, apply bleed. Applying the slow is kind of cool too. I think the turn meter went from Blade would still be more impactful though. Anyway, let me know what you guys are thinking about this Nightstalker team. I'm pretty pumped for them actually. I wasn't super pumped for the Orcus team. Then they reworked them. Now they're badass. This team looks like they're coming in a lot more badass in my opinion. They don't have the glaring issue of relying on the summons when we have characters like Kesh and all that. They do seem like they would be vulnerable off rip, but I think of like Red Hulk plus Apocalypse. With 20% speed that Man-Thing is giving. I mean, Emma just takes away 10% of that. So Blade is still going to be like, and so is Oath. And so, no, Man-Thing would be 1 speed slower. They're going to be like faster than a character like Red Hulk. So you don't have to have that issue. This is a huge part of their kit, make no mistake. Man-Thing making people go faster is kind of a really, really funny thing to put on his kit and not put on like Oath's. Why wouldn't that be on Oath kit? Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the Nightstalker team in the comment sections below. And have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.